are going to start a mock interview for our students, Resi, and this mock interview is for NIC. So first of all, Resi, introduce yourself.
Good evening, sir. My full name is Shreyas Karak, and I am a graduate in Information Technology in the year 2020 from Indian Institute of Engineering, Science and Technology, Shibpur. And I completed my class 12 from CBSE board in the year 2016 with a percentage of 94%. After that, I am doing a job currently in Capgemini Technology Services.
Capgemini, at which location?
Bangalore.
Bengaluru. So how's your job going on?
Sir, job is good. I'm working as a developer in the Oracle department, and I'm working with the PeopleSoft ERP. So I'm basically working for an American client in the financial module of the ERP.
Okay. So how is the growth or career opportunities after doing this job?
Sir, career opportunity, like right now I'm only working for 1 year. So as far as growth is concerned, yes, learning, yes, I'm learning. And also I have a good opportunity to communicate directly with the clients and accordingly work on that. However, what I feel is that the work, there is very little scope for me to show the creativity which I am expecting. So the work is very much like a fixed format job where I have very little opportunities to show what I can, means to completely show my potential.
Okay. So what is your potential?
So what I feel is that I can do some research and development oriented work, and I can work in more of a technical line. Means here also I'm working in a technical domain, but it's a very much small domain. I'm working as a developer even though, but then too the work is just about SQL of the Oracle. I'm just writing SQL queries and that's it. So I want to do some more work and not to restrict in just one domain.
Okay. So for that, you may go for MTech or MS program or PhD in some specialization.
Yes, but
why do you want to join NIC?
Yes, sir. Because I want to start my working career at the earliest. And because I also dream of joining this organization. This is a dream organization for me. So that is why I want to start the job right now in NIC.
Okay. So tell me, what is full form of NIC?
National Informatics Center.
To what things this is related?
Okay. This organization is mainly related to the Digital India initiative, and it is from the Ministry of Electronics and Information Technology. So this organization does various work in the technology side for the schemes, different schemes of the government of India, and it facilitates e-governance. It also tries to bring people of India closer through the digitization and various schemes, various apps for getting the facilities of the various schemes of the government.
Okay. So where is the headquarters of NIC?
New Delhi.
New Delhi. Okay. So what was the objective behind its establishment?
So at that time when it initially started, it was mainly working on the telecommunication and communication domain, and it was gradually it modified as it was looking at the traffic of the Delhi initially with the help of GIS and remote sensing. It started with that, and after that gradually it grew to more of the information technology domain. Then the initiative of Digital India came up.
So do you know about GIS?
Yes, sir.
What is that?
geographic geo information system. Geographic information system.
Geographic information system. Sure?
Yes, sir.
And GPS?
GPS.
Do you use GPS? Do you know GPS?
Yes,
have you heard
yes.
about it?
Yes, sir. It is for yes, it is for getting the location of the place I am in. For
Okay.
yes.
So is GPS also a product of NIC?
No, sir, I'm not sure.
Not sure. Okay. Okay, tell me, there are some data centers of NIC. Do you know where are these data centers situated?
Yes, sir.
Okay, tell me.
So there are 5 data centers. One is the New Delhi, Chandigarh, Bhubaneswar, Hyderabad, and Pune.
So which one is nearest to your hometown?
Bhubaneswar.
Bhubaneswar. Okay. So to which state do you belong?
West Bengal.
West Bengal. Okay. So any role of NIC in the technology enhancement of West Bengal government?
Yes, sir. Recently, there is the scheme of credit card for students. So that is from the West Bengal government, and which is facilitated by NIC.
Okay. So what is the objective of that?
So it provides the credit card for the students so that they can withdraw scholarship money or any other funding that is related to their studies that can be withdrawn from that credit card scheme.
Okay, so what is the difference between credit card and debit card?
Sir, in the debit card, actually, it is so debit card is from the savings of our savings account that we can withdraw the money with the debit card, and from the credit card it is given by some organization, and some money is already stored in that, which is not from our savings money, which we can pay later.
Okay, so do you use credit card or debit card?
Debit card I use.
Okay. Now you tell me, there are some focus centers also. Data centers, focus centers. Do you know the difference?
So focus, no, sir.
Okay. Tell me any 3 emerging technologies nowadays.
Yes, blockchain, AI, and data analytics.
So, which is your favorite? In which you are more interested?
Sir, so I'm interested in all the 3.
All the 3. But most of the people go in one direction, either in blockchain or AI or data analytics. Is this
so I'm open
to go in depth of these 3?
Yes, I'm open to work in any of the 3 domains.
Okay. So difference between these 3 in simple words, you can tell us using minimum sentences.
Yes. Blockchain is about how the data is stored in blocks, and these blocks are connected to each other in a chain-like fashion. And it is a decentralized method of storing the data. So that is about blockchain. And AI is artificial intelligence, in which we are training the machines based on some algorithms according to which the machines can work. And data analytics is mainly working on the data, manipulating data, which are large amount of data, and it uses some mathematics on the data and statistical tool on the data to analyze the data.
Okay. There is one product named NEVA, NEVA. Very important product of NIC. Do you know about that? Capital N, small e, capital VA, NEVA.
Yes, I've heard of the term, but right now, no, sir.
No idea. Okay. Okay. So now you finally tell me, why do we recruit you for NIC? Why should we recruit you for NIC?
So I feel that I am a fast learner. So in that way, whatever I have knowledge, I will be able to mold it according to the needs of the department in which I am put in. So I will be learning very fast, and that will help me to grow and work for this organization. I have good communicative skills, and I am hardworking and sincere to my work. And since I also have some work experience, so I have the experience of working in certain constraints, mainly the time and resource. For that reason, I think I will be suitable to work here.
Okay. Is there any negative point in your personality or any weakness we can say that?
Yes, sir. I am not very extrovert, and sometime before any program, I may get nervous.
Okay. So are you doing something to remove this negative behavior or this weakness?
Yes, I am working on. I am trying not to get nervous. So for that, if anything where I need to speak, I need to say something in public, so I practice mirror practice kind of. So in that way, I am trying to get rid of the nervousness issues.
Okay. So along with your job, in what other activities you find yourself comfortable?
Sir, I have hobbies. I paint, and I also sing.
You like painting?
Yes.
Okay. So can you tell me the name of any famous Indian painter?
Raja Ravi Verma.
Okay. Any specific painting?
Specific painting. So actually the painting is coming in my mind, but the title of the name I am not able to remember.
Okay, okay, no issue. Okay, same sir, you can continue now.
Okay, sir. Yeah. So, hi Shrishi.
Hi, sir.
Yes. So I will ask questions from operating system, computer networks, DBMS, and object-oriented programming.
Yes, sir.
Do you have any other priority of your favorite subjects?
No, sir, you can ask me from this.
Okay. So, Shrishi, what are the differences between repeater, hubs, and switches?
Okay. Sir, repeater works in the physical layer. It is used for regenerative device. That means if there is any kind of noise in the signal, then it gets removed with the help of repeater. So repeater is not amplifier. It doesn't amplify. It just removes the noise from the signal. And about the hub can, yes, hub can be used in the physical layer, and it acts as a central device for connecting nodes, especially in star topology. So it is a multi-port device, and it is not a collision domain separator, not a broadcast domain separator. Same in case of repeater also, it is also not a collision and broadcast domain separator. And in case of hub can be like hub is a passive device, repeater is also a passive device, and switch is an active device. And switch can also be used as a central device in case of a star topology. It is also a multi-port device. It is collision domain separator, but not a broadcast domain separator.
Okay, and where do you implement switches?
Yes, switch is in the data link layer.
Okay, and are there any other methods apart from hardware point of view of implementing the switches?
Yes, switch uses software also, which is not used by hub.
Okay. Okay. What about the distance in repeater? Does distance matter in the repeater?
It is within the same LAN, within the same network.
Okay.
Repeater is used.
Okay. That's not the full answer. Anyway, let's move on to next question. So, in the dynamic state, that is the link state routing. Okay, dynamic algorithm.
Link state, sir, sorry.
In the dynamic algorithm, link state routing.
Okay.
Okay.
Yes, yes.
What are the what are the basis on what basis the decisions are made?
Okay. Link state uses sir, 1 minute.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, link state uses Dijkstra's algorithm and OSPF algorithm. So here the information about the neighbor nodes is only known, and the information is shared to all the nodes of the network. And
you are contradicting your both the sentences. You just mentioned that information is shared between the neighbor nodes, and now you are saying that information is shared among the complete network.
No, the node or the source, it maintains the information of its neighbors only.
Okay.
But at the time of sharing, it shares to all the nodes of the network.
Okay. Is it slow or fast?
Fast convergence, fast.
Okay. And you mentioned the algorithm, that is Dijkstra's algorithm.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay, Shrishi, let's move on to next question. So, you know about critical section problem?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So, can you write a pseudocode of critical section problem using turn variable? You can also orally say also, like, if you are comfortable in elaborating the pseudocode orally.
Sir, I don't remember.
Okay. Can you recall what is the condition? I mean, what are the conditions of achieving progress here? Do we achieve progress here in critical section problem? And mutual exclusion?
Sir, mutual exclusion is not attained here.
Okay.
Progress we will get here.
Okay. Okay, Shreshi, let's move on to next question. Okay, this is a general question. So, what is the maximum size of RAM that can be made available to a computer with 64-bit operating system?
So 2 power 64.
Can you justify that? The answer is correct, but how the answer is coming?
Sir, there will be 64 address lines. And that is why it is 2 power 64 is the capacity.
Okay, let's move to next question, Shrishi. So I will tell you a schedule, and you need to comment on whether it is conflict serializable and view serializable. Okay. So write down the schedule. R1X, then R1Y, then W2X, W1X, and W3X.
R1X, R1Y, W2X, W1X, W3X.
Yes.
And what I have to answer?
Whether conflict serializable and view serializable.
It is not conflict serializable because there is a cycle in the precedence graph.
Okay. And view serializable?
It is not view serializable also.
Okay. Do conflict serializable implies view serializable, or is there, I mean, can you comment on the relationship between conflict serializable and view serializable? Is it a one-way relationship or a two-way relationship?
Okay. If it is if it is not conflict serializable, then it is not view serializable also. But if it is not view serializable, then it may or may not be conflict serializable.
Okay. Okay. Let's move on to next question, Shreshi. Okay, what are the restrictions for weak entity set?
Okay. So for weak entity set, it should have a total participation with a strong entity, and the relationship between strong entity to weak entity is 1:n. That means many side on the weak entity side.
Okay. Okay, Shreshi, last question from object-oriented programming. What do you mean by coupling and cohesion?
Okay. Cohesion refers to the interdependence of the two processes, or we can say interdependence of two objects. And coupling is no.
Okay. Yeah. Okay, Shreshi, that was all.
Yes, sir. So provide feedback now, please.
Okay. Yes. So, Shreshi, I asked a total of 8 questions to you, approximately 7 to 8 questions, and you were able to answer 70% of the questions. Let me tell you where you were not able to answer. Okay. So, in the question 4, that is what is the maximum size of RAM that can be made available for a computer with 64-bit operating system? You were able to answer it, but not able to explain it, right? So don't do this thing in your actual interview also. You have to be ready with your valid explanation, okay? And then you were in question number 4, in question number 5, okay? That is the pseudocode for critical section problem. Okay, you need to prepare that also, and at least you should know progress or mutual exclusion are able to satisfy or not, right? Because bound weight, mutual exclusion, and progress, these are the 3 major conditions for a critical section problem, right? So you should be knowing it. Then for last question, coupling and cohesion, this is the part of your object-oriented programming. And this should be known because these are the early concepts of object-oriented programming, right? Introductory concepts of object-oriented programming. So this will be expected if you mention your object-oriented programming as your proficiency. So that was all from my side. Yes, Tyagi sir.
Okay, so Shreshi.
Yes.
First of all, your introduction part was okay. Okay. And then why do you want to join this organization NIC, or why do you want to change your job? That is also okay. Okay. You were stuck on that point, so no problem. And most of the questions you answered in well manner. Okay. During the communication, whenever an interviewer is in front of you, during the communication, whenever we say something, then new questions randomly arise. Some questions are fixed, that these kind of questions will be asked. Okay. But some questions may be randomly asked depending upon the communication, which communication is going on. Okay. So at that time, you may know the answer or you may not know the answer. Okay. But in both cases, you have to maintain presence of mind. Okay. Your confidence level, everything you have to maintain. And at such situations, when some sudden question is asked, okay, that may be easy or tough or middle level question, but at some instances, students lose their confidence level. They get confused. They get irritated. So this you don't do, and you did not do here also. So that is good. Okay. So like GPS, GIS, so these are just communication based questions. So any such question may occur there. You have to be mentally prepared for that. You just think about that. And if you are getting the answer, then think and then answer. Okay. And if you don't know anything about that, then you can say, sorry, sir, not getting right now. Okay. So GPS, you should know GPS. GPS is US based application, not Indian. That is not controlled by NIC. Okay. ग्लोबल पोजिशनिंग सिस्टम जो है वो यूएसए का है, इंडिया का नहीं है. अच्छा, इंडिया में कौन सा है फिर ऐसा? जैसे जीपीएस है, ठीक है, तो इंडिया में भी है ऐसा जो इसरो ने बनाया है, IRNS, ठीक है, इंडियन रीजनल नेविगेशन सैटेलाइट सिस्टम, IRNSS. इसका भी वही उसी तरीके का काम है जो जीपीएस करता है, ये अपना इंडिया का है, इसरो इसको चलाता है, पूरे इंडिया को ये कवर करता है नेविगेशन प्रोवाइड करने में, ठीक है। तो इस तरीके के क्वेश्चन बन सकते हैं वहां पे। और एनआईसी के बारे में क्वेश्चन आपसे पूछ सकते हैं, डेफिनेटली दे में आस्क क्वेश्चंस, वेयर इज द हेडक्वार्टर, इन विच मिनिस्ट्री इट कम, व्हेन इट वाज एस्टैब्लिश्ड, हु इज द हाईएस्ट अथॉरिटी, मींस चेयरमैन और सीएमडी और CEO, whatever is that, you should know the name of the person, who is that minister for that, in which ministry it comes, who is the minister, okay. And there are different products, so please check all the products of NIC which are in operation in West Bengal, because to the state you belong to, they may ask, okay. Like in India, in Haryana, there is some one project family ID. So if any student belong to that in Haryana, they may ask about family ID. Okay. Now I asked you about NEVA, which you did not answer. Okay. So National E-Vidhan, National E-Vidhan, जो हमारा जितने भी संसद हैं, ठीक है, इनके अंदर जो स्मूथ फंक्शनिंग होती है, उसमें भी तो डिजिटल सिस्टम्स का बहुत ज्यादा यूज होता है, पेपरलेस, टेक्नोलॉजी बेस्ड, वहां पे सारा सिस्टम चल रहा है, राज्यसभा में, लोकसभा में, ठीक है, उनको सारी चीजें वहीं पे आ जाती हैं, जो भी नया कोई बिल प्रेजेंट होता है, और मतलब कि सारे डिटेल्स आपस में, कॉन्टेक्ट नंबर्स ऑफ ऑल द मेंबर ऑफ पार्लियामेंट, बहुत सारी वो सारी चीजें वो डिजिटली उनको मिलती रहती हैं विद द हेल्प ऑफ दिस नेशनल ई-विधान, नेवा। तो इस तरीके के जितने भी प्रोडक्ट हैं एनआईसी के, जो इनिशिएटिव्स हैं मतलब अलग अलग, उनके सबके बारे में आप प्रिपेयर करो। दे मे आस्क यू क्वेश्चन फ्रॉम एनी वन ऑफ देम, ओके। देन अबाउट ब्लॉकचेन, दे मे आस्क यू व्हाट इज ब्लॉकचेन, एनी आर्टिफिशियल इंटेलिजेंस, मशीन लर्निंग, so just have some basic idea about these concepts, right? Which you answered here also, good. So these may be the general questions which they may ask you, and they may also ask you about your hobbies, your personal life, what do you like, what do you dislike, these things, and what is your career objective in long run, where do you want to see yourself, okay. Suppose you join NIC, then after 3 or 4 years, what is your next plan? They may ask you that also. So you say that I will continue with this because this is a very good organization which helps our country in becoming digital India. Okay.
Yes.
So I want to participate in the in such activities. You can say in your words. Okay.
Yes. Yes.
Okay, Shreyasi, all the best.
Sir, I have one question. The question that you asked, that in which department, like of the 3, blockchain, AI, and data analytics, where I have my interest. So what should I say? If you can give a specific answer.
No. You can say that I can work in all the 3 because your current work is not related to in any one of these. Okay. So you are ready to go in any one of the field. Okay. I am ready to work. But I am more interested in this. If you are interested in anyone, then you can say that I am more interested in this, but I am ready for every field because these are interrelated also. Like blockchain, in blockchain, what do you have? Blocks of data, na? So data analytics is also related to data. So you can relate them. That I have basic knowledge of all these concepts. Now I can work on any project in which I am put, okay?
Yes, sir.
But specifically, if you have some interest in particular, then you can mention that also. Okay?
Okay, sir.
All the best, Shreyasi.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, Shreyashi, all the best.